Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and as you can hear in the background, we actually do have a live bird translator for all of the other bird creatures who are watching this review right now. I know I do a lot of the subtitles, and finally, for all the bird viewers, I do want to have them taken care of too. So it's really an honor. I am going a little more formal today than usual, going with a three-piece suit, a detachable imperial collar, as they say, and there's a reason for it. It's 100 degrees today. I think there might be some storms moving in, maybe, maybe not. The weather's a little unsettled. But I'm going to be braving the heat, braving the elements, because today I'm going to be revisiting the Naked Chicken Chalupa from Taco Bell, and with an item with a name like that granted I'm not very fond of, you know I kind of have to compensate for that, and of course I'm not going to be here, you know, I just have to go a little all out for this one, so that's why we're kind of stepping it up a notch. The Naked Chicken Chalupa from Taco Bell, though, it's a fairly recent addition to the menu. Now, by recent, I mean 2017. They released it then, and then they take it away from you. And they that's what they do. And then they bring it back again, and they brought it back once in, I think, 2018. And now, in 2021, it has returned. Now, with a lot of these fast food chains, of course, the quality is subject to, there's variability to it. And sometimes when an item makes a reappearance, there are different little tweaks to the recipe or to the ingredients, and all that sort of stuff. So I really want to try that out today and see if anything changed. I'm going to pause the camera real quick, because I just noticed there might be a little too much light coming in from over there. So give me one quick second, and be right back. Okay, I think that should be a tiny bit better. It just looked like some of this from one of the lights might have been interfering with the lens or something. Anyway, if it wasn't, I apologize. I just want to try to get the, the best for you guys. Okay, so the Naked Chicken Chalupa, what exactly is it? Is this family-friendly? Is there any actual nudity involved? What is this exactly? So here's what the Naked Chicken Chalupa is. It was originally released, again, by Taco Bell in 2017 with a few little appearances here and there. It is like a chalupa, but instead of any sort of tortilla or anything else, the taco shell is actually made of white meat chicken, marinated in Mexican spices, then it's breaded and fried, crispy chicken, so that's the shell. The shell is the chicken, and then inside the shell you have lettuce, tomato, cheddar cheese, and a avocado ranch sauce. It's available at a price of $3.49, and when I tried it back in 2017, I said it's like so-so. I gave it a 7.49 out of 10, but back then I was using this weird rating scale where 7.5 was actually equivalent to a 5 out of 10. That was like the midpoint. So really, the scale that I rate things with now, where just 5 is average, this item would have gotten about a 4.7 out of 10 back in 2017. So that's just where it stands. Why do they call it the Naked Chicken Chalupa? I honestly have no idea why. I have a feeling they're all sitting around the table in the boardroom, and they just thought, let's get an eye-catching name, so just throw in naked there and let it speak for itself. Because I don't understand why at all. You would think perhaps maybe in terms of naked they would be implying that there's no sort of breading, and it's not seasoned or anything, that it's just a grilled piece of chicken, but it is fried, and it's breaded, and it's got various seasonings and all that sort of stuff, so I have no idea why they call it the Naked Chicken Chalupa. They just do. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the name, and that's just my take, but forgetting about the name, look, they could call it whatever they want to call it, and that's not going to change the quality of the product, so the name of this item has no bearing on the review whatsoever. I'm just here to find out if it tastes good or not, and that's that. Comes in the little Naked Chicken Chalupa wrapping. It is radiation proof, so that's good. So when the apocalypse does happen, you can rest easy knowing that the Naked Chicken Chalupas will still be here. Alright, so they will prevail. And now opening this up, alright, here it is. This is the Naked Chicken Chalupa, or as some say, the Naked Chicken Chalupa, in the Naked Chicken Chalupa holder, although you could actually see, because of that, that is actually a semi-clothed Naked Chicken Chalupa holder. That's kind of dripped down for a little bit of decorative flair. And again, you can see very clearly the sauce in there. And you can see some of the tomatoes and the cheese. And again, you can see, though, that this is fried, that it's breaded. Not necessarily naked in terms of any lack of seasoning. Now what I'll do is I'll get that thumbnail shot. Something like that. I'll even hold it up like this a little closer, focus it on that. And, you know, I'll figure something out, I always do. But there it is, the Naked Chicken Chalupa from Taco Bell. You know what it looks like, I know what it looks like, we all know what it looks like. That's what it looks like without the holder. And we're going to try it out, the Naked Chicken Chalupa from Taco Bell, revisited, going in. We'll take a couple more bites. Hope everyone out there is doing all right, having a nice Wednesday. Take 2 more bites. I forgot the napkins, but hey, this is how they eat the Naked Chicken Chalupas. I made that up, so I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna roll with it. What I'll use, I have a Baja Blast right here. You can see, due to the warm weather, there's a little bit of condensation on it, so I'll kind of get my hands like that. Improvise hand washing. Get that taken care of. We'll let them air dry. One thing that you might notice with the Baja Blast, I always like it. I like that you can see it now. Going with a Starbucks straw. Reason why, my opinion anyway, the straws can be reused. I mean, you know, a lot of people think they're single use, but you easily could. You can just pop them in the dishwasher, take care of them. You can keep them going for a while, and I just like doing that. You know, that's what I'm about, so just wanted to share that, but yeah, I always reuse the straws. Anyway, into the review. I will say this, compared to what I had in 2017, look, when I tried out the Naked Chicken Chalupa back in 2017, I ate it, and my face turned red with rage. I was furious. My hand, it got into a tight fist. And I talked and ranted and raved about how I detested the quality of the chicken. I really didn't like it. I said it's a novelty, something to try once and never get again. There's an improvement. There's a definite improvement. Alright, biggest improvement here is in the quality of the chicken. When I tried it back in 2017, the chicken to me seemed like it was flavorless, it was spongy, and just really, really cheap quality, something that might make you sick afterward. That's not to say that the chicken quality has improved, you know, by such a massive margin, but it definitely has. The chicken seems to be a little less, you know, spongy. It seems to be much fuller to me. Much more robust in terms of its flavor as well. As I bite in, I can actually taste some of the spiciness of the seasoning on it, along with that meaty flavor, and definitely improvement in terms of the quality and the flavor of the chicken. And with that being the main selling point, that's important, and you get a little bit of a crunch in every single bite because the chicken itself, right, is fried and breaded there. So that's great. A big improvement in terms of the quality of the chicken. The lettuce, the cheese, and the tomato are kind of just there. It's like, all right, it's just like you would expect in a basic taco. It's not the selling point. It's just something that's there. It gives it a little moisture, a little flavor, but it's not, it's not a make or break type of ingredient. The touch that I do like, though, is the avocado ranch sauce. Another thing that I notice here is that, again, it gives it a little bit of moisture. It offsets the fattiness and some of the greasiness of the fried chicken just right. And you have that little bit of like tang in the ranch right there that gives it the perfect kick, the perfect touch, and it's really a good accompaniment. And I don't have a problem with the quantity of the sauce either. It's like they put the right amount on. You don't need tons. A little goes a long way, but it definitely offsets some of the other characteristics of the chicken, which may otherwise be overwhelming and overbearing. So I'm very satisfied with it. They definitely improved it. Again, sometimes you just need to make a few little tweaks and adjustments to kind of get something that maybe was a little astray back on the right track. On one final note, really this is just for fun, I'm going to try a little bit of fire sauce. I don't think it really needs anything, but if you want to get any, let's see how it tastes. Fire sauce, as anticipated, builds off of the existing spice already in it, makes it a little spicier. So if you want to, kick up the flames a little bit, get some fire sauce with it, but certainly it's not needed. This isn't one of those things where sauce is a must, because the existing sauce on it is perfectly fine. So no worries and no problems there. All right, price is $3.49. I think it's a fair price. I have to factor in, how things are, and that it is a novelty, but certainly it tastes good, so price is, I would say, fair. So out of 10, what would I rate it this time around, the Naked Chicken Chalupa? Certainly an improvement, so I would say it would get about a 7 out of 10. Again, an improvement from what I said back in 2017 was below average, certainly has stepped it up a bit, so a 7 out of 10 I would give it, because definitely tasty, it's a snack, and that's all I have to say about it. That's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, revisiting the Naked Chicken Chalupa from Taco Bell. Until next time, take care, everyone.